How to measure the success of a construction project. There's lots of different answers to this, but in this video, we're going to give you what I think is the best one. By the end of this video, you will know how to measure the success of a construction project. I'm going to tell you why the industry's current measure of success is wrong. I'm going to tell you who comes first between customers and employees, and why our current measures of success are hurting people. So stay with us in this video as we talk about how to measure success on a construction project. So first and foremost, I want to level with you here. One of the most frequent responses I get to what is the measure of a successful construction project is, I finished on time. Well, I finished on time at what expense, right? So you can finish on time and still run the trade partners into the ground, hurt people, do out of sequence work, and cost a lot of people a lot of money. Like, I don't have any respect for the I finished it on time. That is not the measure of success. And when I get all fired up and passionate about it, I'm like, I award you no points. There is no value in just finishing that project on time if you had to hurt people on the way. So one of the main things that I think we're getting wrong is that construction managers, at least of the past, and I'm not saying that that applies to everybody, but of the past, are like, yeah, I brought it in on time. Yeah, I don't care. Like, sorry, like that doesn't mean anything to me. What I am worried about is, have we met all of the measures of project success? And let me tell you this. Any superintendent can work 90 hours a week and get the job done. Any superintendent can blow cash out the window and spend all this money and get it done. Any superintendent can run people into the ground and get it done. But only the best can do it with the metrics that I'm about to share with you. And that's just the way it is. So I want to say the industry's current measure of success of I just brought it in under the wire on time, it doesn't matter. And it's hurting people. It really is. So you want to know? Oh, let me tell you this real quick. This is a real statistic. You can look this up right now. In the year 2023, there's an estimated 1,000 people that will die in construction from construction-related accidents, falls, electrocutions, being caught between cave-ins, collapses. 1,000 people. Think to yourself right now, how many people will die by suicide in construction in 2023? Take a second. Yep, 5 times as many people. 5,000 people in 2023 are projected to die by suicide because of mental illness and the conditions that we put upon them. The main contributors are that we put people in unsafe positions, we injure their body, we work them too many hours, with excess fatigue, which then creates things like opioid addictions or excessive chronic injuries, which then leads to marital problems, which then leads to divorce, which then leads to child custody battles, which then leads to illegal drug usage, which then leads to financial problems, which then leads to, oh my gosh, like 9 things are failing in my life. It would be easier, they think, I'm not endorsing this, but they think it would be easier to just not exist. And honestly, who could blame them? Would I, in that same circumstance, feel the same way? Probably. 100%. Would I turn to drinking and opioid addictions to overcome some of those things? I'm human. Probably. The situations we're putting people in is deplorable. We treat workers in this industry like they're slaves. We treat them like they don't matter. So I finished my project on time and I burned through 100 people to do that. I don't care. That's a sin. That should be illegal. Like, you didn't do it right. You get no points for this. In fact, it's criminal. It's got to stop. We're only hurting people. Let's talk about this. When a project goes wrong, it's not the owner and usually not the project management team that pay for that. Who pays for the sins of an incorrect end date? Who pays for the sin of stacking work? Who pays for the sin of not managing procurement and now having delays? Does the owner stay up late at night, work weekends? No. Do most of the project management team? No. Who does it? The workers do. The workers get to work overtime. The workers get to do out of sequence work. The workers get to be pushed fast and to work fast disaster. The workers get to have their bodies abused in unsafe situations. So we have got to stop making workers pay for the sins of a failed project. And so in order to do that, we need to reframe what a successful project looks like. Here are the measurements of a successful project. Number one is that you have a successful and happy team. If that team is pissed off, grumpy, down in the mouth, demoralized, doesn't like working with each other, something is wrong. That is an abdication of leadership. Everyone on that project site should be in their right role, feel like they're winning, feel like they're relevant, have somebody that connects with them, and be able to go home saying, I won today. I loved going to work. The biggest problem should be getting people to go home, because the conference room, the walls, the kitchen, the entry area, the interaction spaces, the desks, the chairs, everything is so comfortable and amazing that they just want to be there. They love being there. The foremen love being there. The workers love being there. We have the best bathrooms. We have the best environment. So a project is only successful if you have a happy team. All right, so real quick, I just got to do this. I was about to get carried away and I needed to do my little mid-video challenge here. So I want to know from you, what are some measurements that you have for the measure of a successful project? Please go ahead and comment on the video below. I want to hear and we will respond. It'll be me. It won't be some robot or assistant. Not that that's a bad thing, but it'll be me. I will respond. I want to know. Please comment on this video. Okay, back to the other points. So point number 2 is not only do we have a happy team, but we have a happy team that's meeting their career goals. Yes, I said it, it's possible. Meaning that field engineer, are they on their way to becoming a project engineer? That PE, are they on their way to becoming an assistant project manager? That assistant super, is she or he on their way to becoming a project superintendent? We should give them opportunities and responsibilities so they can grow in their career. So yes, let's make sure that they're happy. That's number 1, but let's make sure they're happy and progressing and growing, even if that takes a little bit of time, a little bit of sacrifice, and a little bit of mentoring, okay? So number 1, happy team. Number 2, that's progressing. Number 3, raving fan clients. We don't just want customers. We can't go into it with the mindset of I do a job and I finish the job and I deliver the job and this is my product and this, no, this is not it. We are a customer service industry, meaning whatever that customer wants, that's what we deliver. Yes, we're building off plans and specs, but how we get from point A to Z, that's entirely dependent on what the customer is looking for. We need to get into their minds and find out what they want and appeal to their hearts with connection and say, how do you really want this done? How can it make your life easier? What do you care about, right? We should have raving fan clients, meaning they go to a party or some construction event or whatever and they're like, oh yeah, you haven't seen construction management until you've seen this team. Boy, this team, let me tell you what they did. They should be so excited they can barely talk, just like me. Let me tell you what they did the other day, blah, blah, blah. Raving fan clients will be your best advertising and marketing that you could ever get. So don't just deliver what you think is the minimum. Go above and beyond and make raving fan clients. Now here's how you do it. You want your team to make raving fan clients? Then you make raving fan clients out of your team. That means you love them and connect with them and take care of them and teach them and provide for them and do team building events with them and talk to them and mentor them and help them grow and buy them training and find out what they care about and say hi to their family and send cards and thank you notes and all the things you want them to do with your customer, do to them, then they'll do to your customer, right? Happy employees first, then clients. Clients don't come first, employees do, because employees then take care of clients. That's always how it will be. And so I want you to ask yourself, in your company, how well do you do with that? What's more important, your employees or your clients? The 4th one is safety. Now, I'm not saying by order of priority that safety is a value and it's our top priority, but I do want to show you the sequence that this goes in. 4, your job must be safe. You cannot have built that project hurting people along the way. Number 5, it must be built with good quality. Anybody can slap a job together, right? All happenstance to where we have warranty calls and leaky roofs and leaky windows and HVAC systems that the maintenance team and the facilities management team can't access, right? Anybody can do that. Only the best can build a job safely and with quality built right the first time. And number 6, on schedule. So yes, we're looping back, bringing it in on time, but number 6, did you build it on schedule? Did you keep schedule? Did you meet the end date? And number 7, was it under budget? Now, here's what I want you to look at. I went through these last last ones a little bit more quickly. But if you have a happy team that's meeting their career goals and taking care of a client, you will have a team that is addicted to customer service, that will take care of the trade partners the exact same way. And then once you have that, then you can achieve all of your other goals, right? Then that is the team that will actually be bought into safety. That is the team that will be bought into quality. And here's the thing, if you're safe and if you have a quality product, you can't help but be on schedule as long as you take care of procurement. If you build things right the first time, you will be on schedule, right? Unless you're doing it 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times, right? And then if you're on schedule, you most surely have the opportunity to be on budget. So this is the sequence. And yes, safety is the number one most important, but happy people are safe. Happy people build quality. Happy people will do all of the other key indicators of a project. So that's what it takes to build a remarkable project. All 7 of those in that order. And each of the latter ones are a natural outcome of the first. And so I don't care if you brought it in on time. I care if you brought it in on time with a happy team that's meeting their career goals, with raving fan clients, safely, with quality, on schedule, and did we make our budget? Did we make our fee? Are we under budget? That is the measure of project success. In the description below, we have a link to a download. We made a really beautiful poster for you. I challenge you, go take that poster, print it, and put it up on your wall. See if it doesn't make a difference. See if it doesn't rewire the team's brain and their focus on what they think the measure of success is. And I promise you are good enough to do this. You're brilliant. You're amazing. You know what you're doing. You can do this. So let's share this. Let's meet this criteria. Let's win. And let's make this the standard for all of our construction projects. On we go.